SCP-4051. Object class is Keter. SCP-4051 is a male humanoid, which can create temporary Class E wormholes to extra-dimensional spaces populated by a theoretically infinite number of a unique item. These items are able to be removed from the extra-dimensional space, given that they are physically able to fit through the wormhole. Testing has concluded that SCP-4051 is unable to alter the contents of the extra-dimensional space after manifestation. SCP-4051 has been able to manifest the following items during controlled experiments overseen by Dr. Edwards at Site-17. Manifested items detailed in the relevant experiment logs below have been omitted. A small, weighted net measuring 3 meters squared. A standard pharmaceutical container of sugar pills, although the label describes the pills as headache medication. A glass of drinking water. SCP-4051 has either claimed or has been reported to have manifested the following items outside of experiments sanctioned by Dr. Edwards: an aluminum baseball bat, several rolls of duct tape, an incendiary device, and blast-proof sheet. 11 instances of Class E paracognito hazards. After a retroactive review of all procedures and programs relating to SCP-4051's containment by the Ethics Committee and subsequent evaluation by the Foundation Containment Committee, SCP-4051's presence outside of its containment unit has been demonstrated to be a substantial threat to any and all personnel located at Site-17. Recovery. SCP-4051 was first brought to the attention of Foundation operatives in August of 2012, when a video depicting it using its anomalous abilities began to gain significant online attention. The recording depicted SCP-4051 assaulting and detaining several men via its anomalous abilities. The video gained over 2 million views before warranting an intervention, following multiple testimonies by commenters of similar occurrences. Mobile Task Force PI-1 City Slickers identified SCP-4051 and performed a successful retrieval and extraction. Relevant materials and reports. Interviewed SCP-4051. Interviewer Dr. Roswell, with Dr. Edwards assisting. Forward. Due to SCP-4051's resistance during its retrieval, SCP-4051 has been separated from Dr. Roswell by a one-way glass barrier and is handcuffed to a chair. Begin log.
Greetings. My name is Dr. Roswell. Is your name Rainer Miller? Rainer. It would be helpful if you could remain still for the rest of the interview.
Where am I?
A safe place, I assure you. Please explain your anomalous capabilities to us.
Are you government guys? Sorry. I can make things appear out of thin air.
Anything you want?
Kind of. These small objects, I think. I mostly use it to help people.
You're referring to your vigilantism?
Yeah, it used to be carjackings and thefts and stuff. But recently I've gotten involved with this group called the Looming Shadow. They're stealing money for something. So I have to do nightly patrols. I tried contacting the police, but I'm pretty sure they've been brought out. Actually, wait, could you guys do anything about it?
I'll send a request. Do you know if anyone has seen you use your anomalous capabilities?
Few people, yeah. I helped this one woman a while back, and there probably been a few I don't know about. I try to keep this stuff quiet.
Alright, I think that will conclude this interview. You will...
Wait, hold on. Do you have anything else to ask me?
Not at the moment. Why do you ask?
If you guys want to know anything else about this thing I have, I'd be happy to help.
Your willingness to work with us is appreciated. Thank you.
You're welcome. Addendum 4051.1 Relevant experiment logs and attempted containment breach. Experiment 4051-E-1. Name: Dr. Roswell, with Dr. Edwards assisting. Date: 8/15/2012. Procedure: SCP-4051 is to be asked to manifest several items by Dr. Roswell. A 3-meter cube of lead, an object of SCP-4051's choice, and a container of bleach. Results: SCP-4051 produced the cube after some hesitation. Requests for an object of its choice resulted in SCP-4051 removing a framed picture of its mother. SCP-4051 expressed discomfort at being requested to remove the bleach, but complied without incident. Afterward, SCP-4051 was escorted back to its containment unit and reportedly asked how long it would need to test its anomalous properties. Site staff were informed that they ought to avoid the question if possible, for the continuation of SCP-4051's compliance. Note: seems like it needs to have a clear mental image before it can manifest anything. More testing to determine boundaries of its anomaly will follow. Experiment 4051-E-2. Name: Dr. Roswell, with Dr. Edwards assisting. Date: 8/16/2012. Procedure: SCP-4051 is to be asked to manifest a copy of Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace and a functioning mobile phone. Results: the produced copy of Tolstoy's novel displayed the English words War and Peace written in large font on a blank cover. Most pages of the book contained redundant gibberish tangentially related to war, and SCP-4051 confessed that it was unfamiliar with the contents of the novel. The mobile phone that was manifested appeared to be unremarkable until attempts were made to operate it, and it was revealed to be completely hollow. As SCP-4051 was being escorted back to its containment unit, it asked repeatedly how its family was, and if it could have any company as it waited for the next test. All questions were ignored by the escort team. Note: tests suggest that SCP-4051's anomaly is based on how much it understands about the object. Next test should have 4051 manifest something non-existent. Experiment 4051-E-3. Name: Dr. Roswell, with Dr. Edwards assisting. Date: 8/17/2012. Procedure: SCP-4051 is to be asked to manifest a circular square, the color blue, and a statement that says it is false. Results: SCP-4051 responded aggressively to the requests. Dr. Roswell attempted to negotiate with SCP-4051 to complete the test, and SCP-4051 manifested all specified items in rapid succession, creating multiple paracognito hazards and a sheet of blue construction paper. Transcript of Experiment 4051-E-3.
We will now begin the third test. The purpose of this experiment will be to ascertain whether...
When can I go home?
You may return home when the Foundation determines that it no longer requires your ability for research purposes. After this test, provided no new developments occur, we will begin to investigate how your anomaly functions on a scientific level.
Are you sure the men who took me back to my cell weren't?
I am certain. The experiment will now...
Please! I need to see my family. Is there any way that I can talk to them? Do they even know what happened to me?
Your mother has been informed that you are engaging in a school-sanctioned college visit. Unfortunately, we can only allow communication once.
I'm not doing any more of these experiments until my mother knows what happened to me.
I can communicate your wishes to my superiors as soon as this test is completed.
Okay, good. Do that.
The requested items are a circular square, the color blue, and a statement that says it's false.
A look of confusion passes over SCP-4051's face before it rapidly manifests all three. Detrimental effects on the cognitive abilities of anyone directly observing the objects exhibited themselves immediately. SCP-4051 was immediately incapacitated by attending security personnel and returned to its containment unit. End log. Afterward, SCP-4051 was returned to its containment unit and the testing chamber was sanitized of residual paradoxical contamination as per standard Paracognito Hazard Protocol Psi-3. Note: SCP-4051 can manifest non-existent objects, apparently. Due to the effects of this experiment on Dr. Roswell, it is unlikely testing of this nature will continue. Additionally, SCP-4051's non-compliance may prove to be an issue. I'll send in a request for a pediatric specialist in a bit. This could be monumental in our understanding of how gateways to other dimensions are formed, and it'd be a shame to have 4051 just be another anomaly. We need to keep locked in a box. Just imagine how helpful it would be if we could just use it to patch up the facility. Yeah, I'll send that request now. Dr. Edwards. Incident Report 4051-1. The following incident report describes SCP-4051's attempt to breach containment, which occurred directly after the events of Experiment 4051-E-3. 1614. SCP-4051 regains consciousness in its containment unit. 1615. SCP-4051 curls over onto its side as though in pain, only its back now visible to the surveillance camera in its cell. 1618. SCP-4051 begins to make slight movements with its arms. 1620. SCP-4051 stands, revealing that it has covered most of its front side in small sheets of Kevlar, held together by extremely adhesive glue. Security personnel are called for assistance at this time, but are preoccupied with escorting Dr. Roswell, Dr. Edwards, and accompanying researchers from the contaminated testing chamber. 1621. SCP-4051 manifests an incendiary device in a blast-proof sheet made of unidentified material, attaching the device to the door of its containment cell and fixing the sheet over it to contain the blast. Security personnel from another wing are notified and begin moving towards SCP-4051's location. 1622. SCP-4051 detonates the device and succeeds in breaching containment. At this time, SCP-4051 also manifests an aluminum baseball bat. SCP-4051 begins moving down the hallway, opposite the direction of the testing chamber. 1625. Security personnel make contact with SCP-4051 as it rounds a corner. A firefight ensues. The personnel have been advised to use projectile taser capsules for recontainment, which prove ineffective against SCP-4051's makeshift armor. Personnel are now advised to engage SCP-4051 in close-quarters combat, if possible. 1627. Two other teams of security personnel converge on SCP-4051's location and successfully incapacitate it. Note from Site Director Graham. Site 17 personnel. In light of yesterday's containment breach, SCP-4051 has been moved to an enhanced humanoid containment unit. That being said, we've concluded that it would be beneficial for Site 17 as a whole to work to better understand SCP-4051's capabilities. Multiple options are being discussed, such as using it to assist in standard repairs and maintenance, but certain influential individuals have also proposed using it to produce more valuable materials. I'd wager that most of you don't have the clearance level to know how we produce our amnestics, but suffice it to say that the procedures range from potentially unethical to extremely dangerous and costly. The Ethics Committee has taken a particular interest in SCP-4051 and are discussing using it to produce the active Y-909 agent in amnestics. As such, Dr. Edwards has been given authority as Project Director over all experimentation and research regarding SCP-4051. All of this can only be accomplished if SCP-4051 is compliant with Foundation procedure. Anything less than absolute dedication to the Foundation will mean that SCP-4051 is not ready to assist in our directive. To accomplish this, we will begin using standard punishments and rewards to promote good behavior, and scheduled weekly sessions with an on-site therapist, Dr. Yesenia. All personnel assigned to directly interact with SCP-4051 has been sent a copy of the updated containment procedures and other relevant materials. Your mistake was not realizing how versatile SCP-4051's anomaly was. Let's not make that mistake again. Site Director, Thomas Graham. Addendum 4051.2 Experiment logs and therapy sessions with Dr. Yesenia. Transcript of Therapy Session 4051-1. Begin log.
Hey, Rainer. Happy to meet you.
Oh, hi. Are you doing all right?
I'm doing well, most of the time. I'm talking to people who just got back from a mission in the field, so having someone normal to talk with is nice.
Not normal, though. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I guess so. You can make things out of nothing, right?
Kind of. Just small objects like paper or food.
Or bombs.
Yeah,
Dude, it's alright. I get it. Containment can be hard on people. It's easier when it's an interdimensional dream, which, who wants to eat your brain? But when it comes to containing good people who want to help, things tend to go south, ethically speaking. Can I ask you why you wanted to escape?
I mean, I wanted to see my family again.
There was a note about your mother in your file. I take it you were close.
Yeah, but can you keep this off the record?
Record?
Yeah, like, can you not tell the guys out there about my family?
Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, you and your mother were close?
Yeah, goddamn. She was a fantastic woman. Sorry, is a fantastic woman. Dad left when I was 12, and we've been supporting each other since.
And you miss her?
Terribly. I wish. It doesn't matter.
I think it does. Do you want to see her again?
Yeah. The weird thing is that I'm honestly not opposed to living in the Foundation.
You're not?
Not really. I was actually hoping someone would come along who could help me understand my powers. Being the Foundation's lab rat doesn't bother me all that much, since at least I know I'm helping someone by sharing my ability. I guess I just wish it could be a different kind of arrangement. Am I making any sense?
That's just not the reaction I was expecting.
Yeah. I guess I'm full of surprises, apparently.
End log. Note: this may be easier than I thought at first. Right now, efforts should be made to convince SCP-4051 that the Foundation has its best interest at heart. I would like to see some modification to its containment unit as well. Too much concrete. Experiment 4051-E-4. Name: Dr. Edwards. Date: 8/23/2012. Procedure: A D-Class subject is to be introduced inside the observation chamber with SCP-4051. SCP-4051 will be instructed to manifest a small stone, and the D-Class subject will attempt to remove the stone from the portal. Results: SCP-4051 appeared intimidated by the D-Class subject, Subject D-29543, but did not vocalize any concerns. Dr. Edwards instructed SCP-4051 to comply with the request, and Subject D-2954 was told to touch the edges of the portal before inserting his hand. Subject D-29543 made multiple explicit comments and was reminded of the consequence of unruly behavior. Subject D-29543 reported that the edges of the portal were solid, then retrieved the stone from the wormhole. Note: thank God we're getting somewhere again. It seems like SCP-4051 is only anomalous in that it can manifest the wormhole. Theoretically, if we could replicate the anomaly, we could cut out the middleman of getting it to work with us, since we already have sufficient data on the wormhole itself. I'll try to determine how it uses its anomaly. Brain scans, analyzing nerves in its arms, that kind of thing. Experiment 4051-E-5. Name: Dr. Edwards. Date: 8/24/2012. Procedure: a mechanical arm holding a GPS tracking chip will insert the chip into SCP-4051's portal. SCP-4051 will retrieve the intended object, close the portal, and manifest the same object. Staff will determine if a signal from the tracking chip can be established. Results: SCP-4051 complied with all requests and created a wormhole leading to the same frame picture of its mother, as manifested in Experiment 4051-E-1. The chip was inserted and was observed to hang suspended in space on the other side of the portal. When a signal from the chip was received, SCP-4051 removed the picture and allowed the wormhole to close. The signal was lost at this time. SCP-4051 again produced the portal to manifest the picture, and a signal was re-established, but the chip was not observed. It was later confirmed to be approximately 9,500 kilometers from the wormhole. Note: while not exactly the most interesting results I could have hoped for, I'm not planning on submitting a request for more testing on the subject. Just a small note too, but we compared the picture it manifested today to the one it manifested in Experiment 4051-E-1. The more recent one has a few changes. The hairstyle is different and a few moles are missing on her cheeks. Therapy Session 4051-2. Begin log.
So about the experiment you did today.
Oh yeah, it was great. I think they put a GPS chip inside my portal to see if they could relocate it.
Did they?
Yeah, the first time. I closed the portal and reopened it, and the chip was long way away.
Cool. Is that what you were expecting?
Not really. I tried testing my powers on my own just to see what I could do. Doing something like that wasn't really feasible, so I'm excited.
I can tell. Actually, wait, do you have any requests for testing?
I seriously doubt you can tell Dr. Edwards what I want him to do, and he'll follow through.
Hey, I mean, it's unprofessional, but I want you to feel valued.
It's fine, thank you. Dr. Edwards probably knows better than me anyways.
Addendum 4051-3. Procedure 350 Promethean and therapy sessions with Dr. Yesenia. Procedure Proposal: Procedure 350 Promethean. Procedure Designation: Procedure 350 Promethean. Procedure Type: Experimental Surgical Procedure. Primary Aim: to synthesize the active chemical compound in amnestic drugs, Y909, and to perform research upon SCP-4051's primary anomalous attribute to facilitate the synthesis. Required materials. Required funding. Involved persons: Dr. Edwards, Dr. SCP-4051. Execution. Contingencies: Procedure 350 Promethean is equipped to deal with the following disadvantageous and uncontrollable circumstances which may result from its application. The Class E wormhole produced by SCP-4051 becoming dangerous to medical personnel executing Procedure 350 Promethean. If this occurs, SCP-4051 will undergo paralyzing injections of, and the wormhole will no longer be able to sustain itself. SCP-4051 attempting to remove itself from the immediate area by force or otherwise. If this occurs, SCP-4051 will undergo paralyzing injections of SCP-4051 attempting to harm medical personnel operating upon it. If this occurs, SCP-4051 will undergo several debilitating injections and be returned to its containment unit. Transfer of procedure lead. Dr. David Edwards, do you confirm that you are the person whose identifying information is listed on the document before you? I do. Do you confirm that you are currently of sound mind and body, and are capable of becoming the procedure lead of Procedure 350 Promethean? I do. Do you understand that any actions taken by you which are considered unethical and not specified by the agreed upon conditions of this procedure will result in your immediate removal from this project? I do. Do you understand that your brother, Dr. Anthony Roswell, has been permanently injured by an anomalous object which is intimately involved in the procedure you are about to lead? Yes. Do you recognize that any actions which cause needless and intentional pain and suffering to the aforementioned anomalous objects will be investigated by an ethics committee liaison as a potential violation of the Foundation Code of Ethics regarding humanoid anomalies? I do. Do you promise that your work on this procedure will be exclusively for the purpose of upholding the Foundation's primary objectives? I do. Please state these objectives. To secure, to contain, to protect. So with the Overseer Council, so with us. Relevant materials. Medical profile of Dr. Anthony Roswell. Date of admission, 8/17/2012. Condition status, critical. Description, induced coma. Prolonged exposure to Class E paracognitive hazards. Further information irrelevant. Additional information, exposure and primary injuries occurred as a result of a routine experiment of SCP-4051. Recovery is not anticipated. Experiment 4051-E7. Date 8/31/2012. Procedure: Dr. Edwards is to initiate Procedure 350 Promethean. Results. Notes. Damn kid. Broke the straps on the chair. I'm tempted to get it tranquilized during the procedure, but we need it awake. Transcript of Therapy Session 4051-3. Begin log.
Hey, Rainer.
Hey, Miss Yesenia.
Call me Jane.
Okay, hey, Miss Jane.
Close enough. You doing okay?
Not really, but it's my fault.
What happened?
I talked back to a guard and they took away the desk in my room that you gave me.
People get scared of what they don't understand.
I don't think it's that. You work with stuff you don't understand all the time. It's your job to not get scared by it.
Well, do you want me to try to get it back for you?
No, I'll try to be better. And besides, it's just a desk. I'll get it back.
End log. Note. The hell am I supposed to do? Edwards has been telling me Rainer's been getting resentful, but I'm not seeing that in our conversations. He still seems like the same sweet kid as before. Experiment 4051-E-9. Date 9/15/2012. Procedure: Dr. Edwards is to initiate Procedure 350 Promethean. Results. Note: this was the first procedure we've actually completed. We'll need to keep experimenting with different manifested objects. SCP-4051's compliance with the procedure greatly alleviated most of the complications. Therapy Session 4051-4. Begin log.
So, has everything else been going alright?
Yeah, I keep having these dreams.
Dreams or nightmares?
Nightmares. You're a therapist, right?
Pretty sure I am.
I don't want to seem like a freak, alright? I know that's stupid, but I'm scared of people treating me like I'm special because of what happened with my dad.
Oh, the night he left?
You already know about it?
The Foundation compiled an extensive record on you before we brought you in.
Well, that makes sense. Well, if you already...
No, please. If you want to share your own experience with me, it'll be more valuable than any police report.
When I was locked in that closet, it felt awful, okay? I could hear him getting the bleach from the kitchen, but I couldn't break down that damn door. No matter how hard I tried. I think that's why my nightmares are all about not being able to move as something creeps closer and closer. Her from being hurt. And that's sticking with me, I guess.
Does it bother you the police never caught him?
Yeah, well, I think... Yeah, it bothers me that he's out there. Somewhere.
Well, officially I shouldn't be telling you this, but while they were compiling your file, they found your dad. He's in prison in Arkansas, serving a life sentence for murder. Are you alright?
I thought this would be more... I don't know. Sorry, it's nothing.
End log. Note. Rayner's mental state has been greatly improving. He seems to be fitting into his role here at the Foundation, finally. I hope this means that Edward's experiments are going more smoothly. Experiment 4051-E-13. Date 9/27/2012. Procedure. Dr. Edwards is to initiate Procedure 350 Promethean. Results. Proposal. Denied. Notes. He didn't even remember Anthony. Didn't recognize his name at all. Why am I assigned to this? Experiment 4051-E-14. 10/2/2012. Procedure. Dr. Edwards is to initiate Procedure 350 Promethean. Results. Afterward, SCP-4051 requested information regarding Dr. Roswell. The request was immediately denied, as knowledge of Dr. Roswell's condition could most likely affect SCP-4051's pre-existing mental health issues, which have been. Notes. The procedure was a success. As unprofessional as my behavior was yesterday, I believe my outburst had a positive effect on SCP-4051. We're getting closer to starting work on Project 350 Janus. Therapy Session 4051-5. Begin log.
I don't know. I really did like cross-country. I like seeing nature and moving around and being active.
I get that. Are you having trouble staying in your containment unit?
A little, I guess. It'd be nice to see something green again.
Do you want me to make a request? If I'm pushy, I might be able to get you a treadmill.
Not if it means getting on your boss's bad side. I don't want to cause trouble.
Come on. You're not causing anyone any trouble by asking for some entertainment in your cell.
I know that, but I mean, am I really helping anyone?
I don't follow.
The test they're doing on me, does it help anyone?
Do you want to help the Foundation, Rayner?
I think we've established I can't break out. Isn't there some way I can at least be useful?
I see no reason why you shouldn't be. I'll file a request to site director.
A request? For what?
I can try to get them to let you help run the site, maintenance and stuff like that.
You're serious? You can do that? You're actually going to do that?
Yeah, of course. You're a fantastic young man to speak with, and I'm sure the rest of the site will appreciate having you around.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm sorry. This is God. I get to help again. I thought I'd be stuck here and I'd just be useless again, but...
It's alright. Seriously, it's fine. I'm happy that you're happy.
End log. Note. This entire plan to get SCP-4051 to want to help the Foundation seems kind of frivolous in hindsight. He's already compliant and convinced that helping out the site is just an extension of his prior vigilantism. I'll contact Graham in a few minutes. Addendum 4051.5. Table of events between 10/10/2012 and 5/25/2013. SCP-4051 performs its first routine maintenance session. The session is uneventful. 10/18/2012. Dr. Yesenia requests information regarding Procedure 350 Promethean. Request is denied due to Dr. Yesenia's inadequate clearance level. 11/2/2012. Dr. Edwards announces to Site Director Graham that Procedure 350 Promethean has produced a sufficient amount of data, such that a design for Project 350 Janus should be proposed. 11/7/2012. A design for Project 350 Janus is finalized. 11/21/2012. Site 17 experiences a site-wide containment breach by chance. Instances of SCP make contact with SCP-4051 while it's performing its weekly maintenance. The instances initially overwhelm attending armed personnel but are turned back by SCP-4051 when it manifests fire, which produces a flame constantly emitting from the open wormhole. SCP-4051 is able to aim the fire at the SCP instances and terminate, before attending personnel are able to incapacitate it and retreat to a safe location. 11/28/2012. Dr. Yesenia is ordered to verbally reprimand SCP-4051 for its unauthorized manifestation of an object during the containment breach the previous week. Dr. Yesenia complies and SCP-4051 is not allowed to participate in any maintenance session for 2 months. 2/7/2013. SCP-4051 celebrates its first birthday in the Foundation custody. Dr. Yesenia's original gift proposal of a treadmill to be placed inside SCP-4051's cell for its entertainment is rejected by Dr. Edwards. Dr. Yesenia's following proposal, a portable chess set, is accepted. 2/28/2013. SCP-4051 aids in the recontainment of SCP from its containment unit, manifesting 20 meters cubed of methoxyfluorine and incapacitating it. 3/3/2013. A prototype of Project 350 Janus is constructed. Testing confirms that the device is non-operational. Dr. Edwards is informed of the need for more data regarding SCP-4051's anomaly. 3/4/2013. Dr. Edwards requests a replacement of the incision tool used in Procedure 350 Promethean, which had become extensively damaged by unknown means. 4/10/2013. Project 350 Janus continues to produce instead of the requested object. Dr. Edwards is given full control over the project to ensure its success. 4/12/2013. Dr. Yesenia requests a review by the Ethics Committee regarding Procedure 350 Promethean. The request is denied. 4/27/2013. During a standard weekly maintenance session, SCP-4051 is hurt by a falling lead beam. Attending personnel request medical attention, and SCP-4051 asks permission to manifest various bandage for its wound. The request is granted. 5/16/2013. Dr. Yesenia requests access to SCP-4051's medical file and is reminded of her inadequate clearance level. The request is denied. 5/23/2013. 5/25/2013. Project 350 Janus successfully manifests a requested object. The machine malfunctions immediately after the manifestation, rendering it non-operable. Addendum 451.6. SCP-4051. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-4051 is currently held in a modified, humanoid containment unit at Site 17. Modifications to SCP-4051's containment unit include a complex, interlocking system of pistons, acting as an exterior wall outside of the standard floor, walls, and ceiling. This specialization is not necessary for containment, but has been selected to impede its anomalous capabilities during an attempted containment breach. SCP-4051 requires extensive psychological screening. These sessions are to be performed weekly with on-site therapist Jules Yesenia, communicating with SCP-4051 via the containment unit's two-way audio surveillance system. 4051 Breach Protocol Alpha. Should SCP-4051 breach the outer wall of its containment unit, Dr. Yesenia is to be called upon as the primary catalyst for de-escalating potential conflict and recontaining it. If Dr. Yesenia is unable to de-escalate the breach due to unforeseen complications, the on-site containment teams are to use standard ranged incapacitation engagement tactics. Note that if SCP-4051 becomes cognizant of the assault team, the strike team is to be aborted and the team immediately redeployed.